Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am in a different setting. It's not very organized at all here. I decided to do something different. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to respond to some questions that I received from some of the viewers. I haven't had time to respond yet, or that I think, at least so I thought when I read the first time, that it would be good to explore with you guys, or maybe some of the other questions that you also have. Gonna be very informal. It's just I need to report some plants like this cattleya that's long overdue. I can show you briefly what I'm doing, but the idea is not that. The idea is to talk about some of the questions, why I report some of these plants. If you want, you can report some plants with me as well. We can also drink a cup of coffee, or I don't know, maybe we're eating something nice. So it's just like some of conversation more than a tutorial or anything like that, but I will respond some of the questions like fertilizer, different orchids, and all of these things. Stay here with me. I will use my phone because I need to read some of these questions. And let's start. I said that I wouldn't talk much, but this cattleya is my cattleya, luteola. It's full of loss and mold. I sprayed some fungicide to the whole plant. Now push out a new growth, and I need to report it immediately. It's long overdue, so let's do it. And I will try to change the position here of my trays, so you see what I'm doing while we hold. So much right now that I hope you don't have more questions than you had when I start this video, because I don't intend to. I just do as I usually do with my plants when I'm alone and not filming, so it's gonna get messy. Just letting you know. Oh gosh, there is a root. Just broke a root. Not really pleasant to see. It's okay. So the first question that I have in there, I already know. Not the first question, but one of the questions that I decided I would respond today is which type of fertilizer I use and how I feed my plants. I don't have a dedicated video to that, so I'm going to just show you quickly. That's a Vitax. That's the brand. I find it easily here in the UK. You can find in any garden center or even on Amazon. It's called, I don't want, just to let you know, I'm not making any money because I don't have an Amazon affiliated store or anything like that. So anyway, this is my soluble feed. And why I buy it in garden centers, because my water is just a tap water, the one that I use to water my orchids. So I don't need to buy anything different. I can buy what I find locally. So what you have in here, that we'll explain, you have 1 liter of water, then you use 0.5 grams. There is a tiny spoon inside. It can give you the measure of the fertilizer, and NPK is 30, 10, 10, you know. So again, we'll give you nitrogen, phosphorus, and all of the things that is soluble in water. And I really like, I think it worked well for my orchids. So that's the one that I use. And another one is my all-purpose Miracle Grow slow release fertilizer. If you follow me here, you know that I usually add it to most of my pots, depending on the size of the pot. Sometimes only 2 or 3 beads, other times a little bit more. Some plants like Phalaenopsis have feeders, and I forget to have fertilizer every week. So again, you will find this is a very cheap one. It's a very common. You can find in garden centers as well. So there is a whole thing of what we have inside, and for me to work too well, it works super well as well. Just taking these out of the way, so now I can start reporting it. But yeah, that's how I feed my plants. Very simple like that. Something else is, as I said, my water is not an ideal water for some of these plants because, as I said, it's a heavy water. I don't use osmosis water or rainwater. I have no capacity to collect rainwater here. And oh my gosh, so dry. Forgot to water it before I repot it. It's okay. I don't have much time, so it will have to do. So the water is heavy, or kind of heavy, to have its salt and stuff like that. So it's not completely ideal. That's why I use these local fertilizers because I think they do well for me. And why I don't have any osmosis water, or why I don't try to remove salts from my water, I don't have time. If I decide to do it, first of all, you have to spend some money to have the osmosis water equipment, and I wouldn't have this money right now in my life. And the second thing is, would become another chore, and I cannot have one more thing to do. YouTube is not being a YouTuber at the moment is not my work, it's not my job. So I have a full-time job, I work long hours, and the same thing like that probably most of us out there face in our lives. So for this reason, it's impossible for me to have to dedicate something else like that. So I cannot invest in equipment to watering special, like having. I try to make things, to create a very simple routine, because if it's not like that, I don't think I would cope. It's already hard as it is. I've been struggling to water my orchids all the time, some weeks, other weeks. Oh gosh, I just cut a live root. Which happens for all of the reasons that I've just mentioned. Yeah, that's how I fertilize them. For sure, I follow a routine when it's winter. I don't fertilize every week, or now that's warmer. I tend to fertilize more often, almost every week, almost every 2 weeks. But sometimes I forget, especially if I'm in a hurry and I don't want to add fertilizer or anything, just fill the cans and start watering my plants. That's what I do. But yeah, very simple. I try to create the simplest routine that I can whenever I can, to try to make things a little bit easier for me and for my conditions. You have to discover what's the easiest for you, because otherwise it will become a hassle and will stress you more than will give you joy. Then what's the reason for you to have house plants or orchids inside your home if they are just giving you more work, if they are becoming too overwhelming? For me, there is no reason for us to have it. At least it wouldn't work for me. If for me to hustle with something, I will hustle with things that I actually have to do in my daily life. And this one I chose to have. I chose to look very well after them, give them the best care that I can, but it's also to bring me joy, inside my own home. These are the main reasons. So there we go. I think I cleaned these very, very well. I think I removed everything that was dead in here. It has quite a good system, although externally it doesn't look very well. The root system is okay-ish. I need to clean these, all of these, take these all of the way. Just gonna spray hydrogen peroxide everywhere here. Not because it has a fast inside, but because this plant has a great amount of mold that I hate with all my heart. Told you I would do a mess. Don't be too scared. What else? Other question that I received was related to Paphiopedilum orchid. Was if it's normal to have the bottom leaves of the Paphiopedilum orchid to become brownish, blackish. I hope that was related to the bottom leaves. Yeah, Paphiopedilums, they are not like Phalaenopsis. They are not monopodial orchids. They are sympodial orchids, which means that they will push out new growths, like a Cattleya that is in front of me here. This is one growth, this is another growth, this is another growth. But it doesn't push out pseudobulbs. Instead, will push out a fern that looks like a Phalaenopsis. So what happens is the old fern will push out a flower spike, will become mature, and when the flowers are gone, it will definitely push out a new growth. And the old growth will start to lose the bottom leaves. It will start to become brown, black, and will start to lose some of its leaves until one day it's going to be completely gone, and you're going to have other growths inside your pot. because it is a simple orchid. That's completely natural, normal to happen. However, because it has a fun like Phalaenopsis, there is a chance that I need to light it to fizz a little bit. There is a chance that your pedalum can have crown rot and like even stem rot because of the way that the fronds are formed. So if you start having blackening, the leaves on the top of the frond are becoming dark brown and black, it can be a sign of infection. Then it's a completely different story. I hope this is helpful. I'm gonna grab my phone and see some other questions while I finish with potting this Cattleya. Another question is in relation to the plants that I've just bought. You know, the same from the Nelphinicias that I just showed you the repotting. The question was if I'm gonna repot that plants straight away. So it depends on the plant and depends as well on my availability. Some people can repot the plants that you receive straight away. What I usually do is, if they are sick for any reason, I will try to repot them straight away because, or if I notice pests on the pot, I will definitely repot them straight away. However, if I feel that the plants are healthy, they are doing well, they are not too compressed on their pots, it can take a long time for me to repot them sometimes, not for any specific reason. I could tell you, I wait for them to adapt to my environment. That's not the reality. It's just that sometimes I get so busy with life and that there are so many plants that I have to repot and to water and that I completely forget about that. So that's the reason. I'm smartly enough didn't water my plants well before I repotted, so now they are not fitting inside the pot. But that's my fault. Well, can you please do well here? Thank you very much. No, it's okay. So the last ones that I bought from the nursery, they look like a healthy Phalaenopsis. I might repot them soon, but I don't think I will film because I have a ton of videos about repotting Phalaenopsis. Not necessarily the most watered videos. So, if I have something interesting, I will show you. But at the moment, I don't know if I'll have something interesting to show you in that perspective with that plant. They are sitting there in the same pot. I repot the Nelphinicia because I really want to offer it a cute pot, and I think it was really nice to show you as well. I've never repotted an Nelphinicia here, so I decided to do it soon. My Phalaenopsis, I have a few Phalaenopsis, not only for nurseries, but Phalaenopsis that I found locally. I have some of them that I have to repot. I have others that are so old in their mix, not from the nursery. These ones are mine. I had them for a while. It's my slow release fertilizer here. That, unfortunately, I need to prioritize that ones as well, and I haven't, so I need to repot them. So I don't know when I will repot the plants. I will repot them soon, sooner than later, but I don't know when. But fear not, they will be okay. I will try to give them lots of light, good fertilizing while they are still in that pot, and I'm also observing if I notice that it has snails or something inside the pot. It's rare to find snails and Phalaenopsis, but I've already found it once. So it can happen. My Cattleya is potted. So cute. I'm happy. Yeah, I need to find an external pot for this one. I don't have it at the moment, but now it's just time to water it. Let me take this out of the way and let me grab the next plant. We're almost finishing with this video. I will just repot one more and that's it. So I have this one. That's, oh my gosh, the Angoloa something. It's, this plant lost all of its leaves. Oh, it has fuzzy roots. I love fuzzy roots. Let's see the next question before I get to it. The last question here is about Phalaenopsis orchid. When you buy a young plant and a young Phalaenopsis, and if you notice, if it's very young, it's normal for the bottom leaves to fall when the plants mature and everything. So the young roots, it's normal for them to, I have one live root that's here. I think the rest is all dead. Yeah, this is dead. So let's try. Check out the. It's normal. Yes, that. For the bottom leaves to yellow, to become completely yellow and fall over time. But if you do have a very young Phalaenopsis and the plant is, let's say, it has only 3 or 4 leaves and then the bottom 2 leaves fall, and it decides to push out a flower spike, there is a difficult decision to make, because it actually can be that the whole plant is completely dead. That's a completely different orchid, new orchid to me, so very difficult. So anyway, the bottom leaves are normal to the bottom leaves of the Phalaenopsis to fall and die. But if you have, let's say, a young Phalaenopsis and it's losing the bottom leaves and you have 2 leaves only, and then you have a flower spike, that's a difficult call, but I wouldn't keep the flower spikes. Would wait for my plant to push out more roots and more leaves, because from the moment that it's completely healthy again, you will have greater chance to have your Phalaenopsis in bloom sooner than later. Phalaenopsis bounce back pretty quickly. They are amazing plants in this sense. They are very resilient. So if you have a Phalaenopsis that is struggling, I would prefer to cut the flower spike. That's what I would do more than anything else. But that, again, is a personal and tough call. So each person is different. I will let you decide, but I would go with the healthy of my plant more than anything else. Just to let you know. I think I cut live roots in here. It's very difficult and tough when you have plants that are not used to, you don't know how to deal with, and then suddenly you do a big mess. So that's what I would do. Let me just clean. I have to clean this root system to see what I'm doing properly. And that's my last plant to be repotted. I'll finish that with you. I'll see if there is any other question. Someone have asked something else. And then we will conclude this very long video. Yeah, I need to go to the sink just to let you know. When you are very unsure about what we are doing, like I can see some root tips that are alive. I can see roots that are completely gone. And because they start to attach to each other. I think I lost roots in the process here. Hopefully this one will push out roots again. Don't know. I'm a little bit scared now that I have done a big boo-boo and I might lose my plant. Let's see. Okay, I hope everything is alright there to conclude this video. So this plant is a cool to intermediate growth. Let me see if it will fit inside this pot. I think everything is dead down here and I'm crazy because I'm still keeping everything together. Okay, this section was gone. This section is gone. I don't think I have many roots anymore. My own fault. Anyway, let's finish repotting this. This is like, as you know, I bought this plant for a while already. And this is a cool growing to intermediate type of growing orchid. I think this one needs its sphagnum moss. I will add moss here and more moss than bark. Why? Because that's what I read online is inspiring me to do. I don't have experience with this plant, so let's hope that's gonna do okay. So don't ask me many questions about this one because I won't know how to respond. I'm hopeful that it will grow a new growth soon and it will be able to survive. Let's see. But was becoming very dehydrated in the other pot as well. So it's a good city that I'm also offering it a new pot and hopefully it will grow nicely here. That was everything, guys. I don't have any other question for now, but this video is already very long. I hope you have enjoyed it. If that's something that you like me to do from time to time, we can definitely do it. If there is any other questions, things that you'd like me to address on the just let me know as well. I try to respond to most questions, to most comments. If I haven't, the latest one, this is definitely because life got a little bit busier this year than it was already in the previous year. So I got a little bit slower. However, I will always come back to you. People that follow me here for a while knows that I at least I make an effort to come to you. I have some lovely followers that always contact me and comment and watch my videos. Thank you very much for your support. It's been greatly appreciated. Yeah, and I'm so glad to have you all here. That was everything. I hope you have enjoyed this type of content. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.